You probably don't realise how much your environment can affect your life as a whole. Your stress levels, your productivity, your creativeness. Unless you've moved abroad or lived somewhere like Australia. I think more importantly, life feels more fulfilling when you surround yourself with an environment that allows you to live life whilst working on the things that you want to work on. For so long, I felt like life had to be stressful and rushed. Yet since I've moved to Australia, I found that I can both be productive, make YouTube content, enjoy my life, and just have fun during the process. It's 5 a.m. on a Wednesday, and we're heading to the beach for a surf. See you there.
I used to think that life had to be okay all the time. Like, things always had to be moving and stressful. But here, even days off, they just feel less chaotic, less stressful, and there's room to breathe. For perspective, it's first thing on a Wednesday morning. I'm sat out on the water, waiting for the next wave to come in, not thinking about anything else. Apart from the camera and I'm holding, I feel really awkward.
The thing is, even on work days, things feel less chaotic. The mental space that a calm life provides makes you think about the bigger questions. The questions like, what do you actually want? And what really matters? I suppose the point is, I used to think a lot smaller than I actually realised. And don't get me wrong, I've always put my all into things in the hopes of the outcome that I want, or even exceed the outcome that I want. Living in the UK made me think about the next few weeks, maybe the next few months, but moving here has made me think about the next few years. And I don't know whether that's just getting older, or is that because I've got the mental space, I've started planning long term. There's a difference between stability and opportunity, and they usually don't come hand in hand. Opportunity usually presents itself in unstable situations, and stability provides a known outcome, but usually is a little bit boring. I don't feel trapped by work, and I feel like I could leave if I wasn't happy. And that goes for leaving Australia, but also my job. But the point is, I am happy. And moving to Australia has made work feel like a piece of the puzzle and not the table that the puzzle's sitting on. I switch off before work, and I also switch off as soon as I finish work, which gives me the mental space to work on my personal goals, my relationship, my health, and everything else in between. I'm building something that really means something to me. And since settling in, another thing that I've decided to take more seriously is building things outside of my 9-to-5 work. And a big part of that has been creating a space at home that feels creative, rather than sitting at my cramped desk in my childhood bedroom. And since then, FlexiSpot have reached out and they've sent me their E2L sit-stand desk to try out. It's got adjustable height presets so that I can hit my stand goal and close the rings on my watch. And I can even walk if I want to, as long as I put a walking pad underneath it. I can stand the desk up and go for a walk. I often like to stand or walk when I'm doing patient notes or when I'm editing YouTube videos. It's actually the first proper desk setup that I've owned that I actually like to sit at, and it inspires me to sit at or stand. It's also my first L-shaped desk, which gives me lots of space, monitor in the corner, laptop off to one side, iPad there, great for recording and sitting at, great for sitting at to edit. I've actually made more of an effort to stand when I work because it makes me more productive and stops me reaching for the phone and scrolling through Instagram. I think the point of this is Australia has made me want to build things properly, and having a desk that allows me and inspires me to be creative and productive changes how seriously you take your work. And when an environment like this feels more intentional, it causes you to think more intentionally. I absolutely love this desk. There's some modifications that I'm planning to make to it, but if you're interested in getting yourself the same situation, you can buy the legs on their own, you can buy the desktop with it if you want to. They do the L shape and they do the standard straight desk. If you are interested, I will leave the details below for you to go and have a look. This is a really exciting opportunity for me, and it shows a clear growth path for the channel, and the fact that you are joining me along for this journey and the fact that the brands are reaching out to work with me is very exciting for me, so thank you. I don't think Australia gives you more ambition. I think it gives you permission. Permission to think bigger and to let your ambition flourish. And for you, that might look like permission to slow down, permission to build something new and properly, and permission to feel like you're not constantly falling behind. Because in a day and age where salaries are low, cost of living is high, and it's hard to make a name for yourself, when you stop feeling behind all the time, you start thinking ahead.